गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत नः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनं श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Dear friends, today we will be concluding this Prashnopanishad. We are right now in this fifth mantra of the sixth chapter. In the sixth Prashna, we are reading this mantra, fifth mantra, and after this 3 more mantras, and today we will complete this thing. And in the next class, we will have a sort of summing up of the whole Prashnopanishad. So we were in the middle of this Bhashyam under mantra number 5. So the mantra number 5 is talking about Pravilapa. Pravilapa is, we know this Adhyaropa and Apavada. Apavada is by Pravilapa only. Adhyaropa is attribution. Apavada is negation. Negation in what manner? Not simply saying that no, all these things are not there. That has to be felt, that has to be experienced. So for that there is what is called a Pravilapa Prakriya which has been told. Pravilapa means starting from the gross body and then going back to the subtle and subtle and subtle, going back to its cause, going back. You see the karyam not as karyam but as its cause. So this gross body, it will get immediately transformed into the Pancha Mahabhuta. The Pancha Mahabhutas, they get resolved or get transformed into what is called Mahat. That Mahat will get transformed into Prakriti, and that again will get transformed into the Shuddha Chaitanya. So in that manner, this is something which is a very long process which has been told, and for this several exercises are also needed. It is not simply an intellectual understanding. This Vedanta, the problem is, it is not a mere intellectual understanding. So that is the reason why they talked about Sirovratam, somebody who has to carry some fire pot on his head to the student, to the teacher. So much of sincerity, so much of dedication is needed here. So this, of course, this applies to all other Upanishads also, not only to this Upanishad. Of course, the tradition of Shirovratam is there for Atharvanika. For all other people also, an equal amount of sincerity, an equal amount of Shraddha is needed. So because this is not a mere intellectual understanding that, okay, Atma is same as Paramatma, Jiva is the same as Brahman. Okay, you say that, okay, this you remove the extra points and then Jahal Lakshana, Ajahal Lakshana, Jahad Ajahal Lakshana, these are the technical terms which are used in order to derive the equation between the Jiva and the Brahman. So that is a fairly long process which we see in other texts also, in other Upanishads. So this Upanishad is not giving all that process. It has briefly told about Pranopasana in the beginning. It has told about Omkaropasana somewhere in the middle. Omkaropasana, it said, Omkaropasana both for realization of the lower Brahma and also for realization of the higher Brahman. So that is what it said. Lower Brahma means Brahman with attributes. That is the idea of God, which we talk at the level of religion. And the higher thing is going beyond that level and realizing what exactly is the supreme reality. That supreme reality is not what is ordinarily told at the level of religion. At the level of religion, for a common man, it is told, okay, you worship Shiva, you worship Vishnu, you worship some other god, you worship anything, you worship a tree, you worship a snake mound, you do whatever you want. It is all okay. Because all those things, they are going to give some discipline to you. And then because of that discipline, your mind will come to seek truth. And then from that level, you are in a slightly higher class. And in that higher class, after doing the Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, you will realize the higher truth. So that is the basic structure. and that higher structure, higher truth also, not merely realizing at the intellectual level, but knowing it, realizing it means you have to empty your mind. First of all, this mind is something which is having so much of, it is a storehouse. It is a storehouse of so many emotions, so many desires, kama, sankalpa, vichikitsa, what is that line? Dhrutir, adhrutihi, hrir, dhir, bhi, ityetat sarvam manayeva. That is what Upanishad says. So all those things, all that thing is there in the mind. So that is the reason why, the philosophers talk about mano nasha, eradicate the manas. Eradicate the manas means empty it totally. So that the reflection of that Shuddha Chaitanya is very clearly seen, and then you don't see the difference between you and that Chaitanya. This Antahkarana Vachinna Chaitanya should be same as that Shuddha Chaitanya. In order to ensure it, you have to empty all this dirt from the mind. So for that removal of all the dirt from the mind, there are so many spiritual practices which have been told, starting with Karma Yoga, then again Atma Sanyama Yoga. In addition to that, you talk about Bhakti. All these strategies are told in order to clean the mind. So, and then after cleaning the mind, you give some fresh inputs, this Vedanta Vakya, and then, only then you will be able to realize. So that is what is Apavada. In other words, it is called, here it is called Pravilapa. Pravilapa is, that is resolving back to its source. So that is the prakriya which is being told in this mantra. The mantra is, Yathemanadyasyandamanah samudrayanaha samudram prapya astangachanti, is giving an example of the rivers flowing into the sea, and then they are one with the ocean. The waters are not different from the ocean. So initially, like Anandagiri explains, Yatha samudra swarupa bhutam jalam. This I am reading Anandagiri, not Shankaracharya. Yatha samudra swarupa bhutam jalam meghaihi akrushya abhivrustam. So the water which is there in the ocean, it is attracted by the sun's rays. Meghaihi akrushya. Megha, it forms into megha, that is the clouds. And then again, those meghas go all over. The megha means the clouds, they travel all over. Meghaihi akrushya abhivrustam gangadi namarupa upadhina samudrad bhinnamiva vyavahriyamanam. So they rain somewhere, and then it is called Ganga. Another place it is called Yamuna. So samudrad bhinnam iva vyavahriyamanam. It is, we are just talking about them as though they are different from ocean, as though they are different from the ocean's water. So like that, all these things, all these so-called kalas, kala means all these aspects which we talked about in the earlier mantra. The earlier mantra talked about prana, starting from prana down to nama rupa. So all these things, they just resolved back into Brahman. How? In the case of a drashta, in the case of a seer, in the case of a knower, in the case of a person who has gone through this whole process which we just discussed. Not merely intellectual understanding, but realizing it. At least to some extent we have to feel it. So a jnani, of course, is somebody like Ramana Maharshi, he is always in that position. Our endeavor should be at least to feel it to some extent. So that is the point. So in the last class we read this line, Tasam cha astamgatanam vidyete vinashyete namarupe Ganga Yamuna ityadi lakshane. We read that line. The next line also we read, but I said I would explain further. We will read it again. Your text says tadabhede. It doesn't matter. My book says tadbhede. Bheda means vinasha. That is, once it is destroyed. And once you say tadabheda means when there is no difference between that water and this water. We have to give a slightly different meaning. So tadabhede samudra ityevam prochyate tad vastu udakalakshanam. This line I explained, it is simple. That vastu, that actual entity called water is the same. Then yathayam drushtantaha ukta lakshanasya prakrutasya asya purushasya paridrashtuhu pari samantat drashtuhu darshanasya kartuhu swarupa bhutasya yatha arkaha swatma prakashasya karta sarvatah tadvat
स्वात्मप्रकाशस्य कर्ता सर्वतः तद्वत्
इमा षोडशकलाः प्राणाद्याः उक्ताः कलाः
इमा षोडशकलाः प्राणाद्याः उक्ताः कलाः
पुरुषायणाः नदीनामिव समुद्रः
पुरुषायणाः नदीनाम् इव समुद्रः
पुरुषः ayanam. We will stop here because this sentence is going on and on, because we have to see the first there is some small point of grammar which I wanted to explain. So you see this line I will read. Yathayam drishtantah, as in the case, as in this illustration of rivers joining the ocean. Then ukta lakshanasya prakrutasya purushasya paridrashtuhu. Now we are talking about the Purusha. Purusha, we are not only talking about the Supreme Brahman, we are also talking about Paridrashta. Paridrashta means what? Pari means Samantat, everywhere. Samantat drashtuhu darshanasya kartuhu. So one who is having that samyak darshana, one who is able to see Brahman everywhere. Isha vasyamidam sarvam, he is in that level. So he is not seeing the world as world with the names and forms, he is seeing it as Brahman only, he is seeing it as manifestation of Brahman only. So that is the person. So paridrashta is the word, paridrashtuhu is pari samantat drashtuhu. Paridrashtuhu is shashti ekavachanam, that is possessive case singular. Then paridrashtru is the shabda. Paridrashtru is the shabda. Prathama ekavachanam becomes drashta, like kartru becomes karta. So like that paridrashtru, that is called truch pratyaya. In Samskrita grammar it is called truch pratyaya, which talks about kartrutva or doership. So the Shankaracharya is posing a question himself. There is no Purvapakshi here. He sometimes poses a question and then explains further. So in this Shuddha Chaitanya, there is no question of knower and known. There is no question of drashta and drishyam. So how can you use this truch pratyaya? So just to explain that truch pratyaya, he is posing a question, he is raising a question, and then he is answering. You followed it?
Yeah.
Karta means what? Doer. So there is some karyam to be done, isn't it? So drashta means seer. So that means there is some drishyam to be seen, there is something to be seen, isn't it?
Yeah.
So in Shuddha Chaitanya, where is the question of drashta and drishyam? There is no difference. This is pure jnanam. So there is no triputi there. We have seen that word earlier several times. There is no jnata, jnayam, jnanam. There is only Shuddha Chaitanyam, isn't it? So because in such a case, how can you use this truch pratyaya? So for that he says, yatha arkaha swatma prakashasya karta. So now you say arkaha prakashate. Arka means sun. Sun prakashate. It is in kartari prayoga only. Arkaha prakashate, it is in kartari prayoga only. Kartari prayoga means kartrutva. There is kartrutva, some doership which is attributed to arka. Just sun is shining, some doership is attributed. Though the very nature of sun is prakasham. The very nature of sun is that brightness. But we are saying sun prakashate. It is only a question of language, it is a question of how language has developed. So that truch pratyaya is not inappropriate. So that is the basic point here. So I will read again. Pari samantat drashtuhu darshanasya kartuhu swarupa bhutasya. So this swarupa bhutasya darshanasya kartuhu. So this swarupa bhutasya has to be taken back. Swarupa bhutasya darshanasya kartuhu. That is swarupa bhutam. What is swarupa? That is of the nature of consciousness. It is of the nature of pure awareness, pure knowledge. So jiva, paridrashta. When is he called paridrashta? When he is able to see his own swarupa. Swarupa bhutasya drashtuhu. For him. You understood this? Swarupa bhutas means his own nature. Swarupa bhutasya drashtuhu darshanasya kartuhu. So yatha arkaha swatma prakashaya karta sarvataha tadvad. So that swatma prakashasya karta. So you are talking as though he is the karta of swatma prakasham. He is the doer in the case of illumining. Swatma prakashasya karta. He is not a karta for his own prakasha. It is happening, that's all. So in that sense, it is only an aupacharika prayoga. Aupacharika means just a way, figurative way of saying, that's all. It is an aupacharika prayoga. That is what he is going to say. Tadvadima shodashakala pranadhyaha ukta kalaha Aupacharika Prayoga. Shankaracharya is not saying that word Aupacharika Prayogam. Anandagiri is explaining. Yeah, Anandagiri is explaining all this grammar which I said. So I will just read out this Anandagiri's line. Swarupa bhutasya iti swarupatve darshanasya tatra kartrutva anupapattehe. Yeah, I will read out. Swarupatve darshanasya tatra kartrutva anupapattehe. When it is his own swarupa, there is no question of seeing. Darshanasya darshanatva kartrutva anupapatti. Kartrutva anupapatti. That is, there is no question of seeing it. That seeing as a sort of kartrutva. It is not to be told. Darshanasya kartrutva anupapattehe tadarthaka truch pratyaya virodha iti ashankya. There is one truch pratyaya which has been employed here, drashtru, isn't it? So, how is that to be explained? Truch pratyayasya virodha iti ashankya. He himself has raised a doubt. And then sarvataha sarvaprakashaha ityatra yatha kartrarthakasya pratyayasya upacharitatvam, just as this kartrartham has been used in the case of that sentence arkaha prakashate. So, kartari prayoga is used there. So, similarly, upacharitatvam tadvad ihapi. That there also it is a upacharika prayoga. Here also it is an aupacharika prayoga. That is in a figurative sense. So the grammar we can forget about it because because I have to explain this line, I am explaining. It is not adding anything to the main discussion. So pranadhyah uktah kalaha purushayanaha. You will read from here. Purushayanaha nadinamiva samudraha purushaha ayanam atmabhavagamanam yasam kalanam tah purushayanaha.
Purushaha ayanam atmabhavagamanam yasam kalanam tah purushayanaha
purushayanaha. Purusham prapya purushatmabhavam upagamya tathaiva astam gachanti. So now he is explaining the word purushayanaha. We have seen the word samudrayanaha. Samudram ayanam yesham. No, not yesham, yasam, because nadi are strilinga. Samudram ayanam. Samudram is the goal. Samudram is the destination for all these rivers. Similarly, for all the kalas. So, Shodashakalaha, Imas Shodashakalaha, Pranadhyaha, Uktaha, all these 16 kalas, Pranadhyaha, starting with Prana, whatever have been told, they are all Purushayanaha. Purushayanaha means Purusha is the goal. That is, ultimately they are going to resolve back into that Purusha only. Purushayanaha, Nadinameva Samudraha, as in the case of rivers flowing into the ocean. Purushaha Ayanam. Purusha is the goal. What is that Ayanam? Atmabhava Gamanam. Atmabhava Gamanam means realizing as one's own self. Gacha Gamanarthakam is Jnanarthakam, isn't it? Ye Gatyarthakaha te Jnanarthakaha. There is a general rule. Atmabhava Gamanam means that is realizing as its own self. Atmabhava Gamanam Yasam Kalanam. That is, they are Purushayana. Yasam Kalanam Ta Purushayana. It is a Bahurihi Samasa. Purushayana. Purushaha Ayanam Yasam Te Purushayana. That is a Bahurihi Samasa. Example of Bahurihi Samasa. Then Purusham Prapya. That means having attained that Purusha. Purushatma Bhavam Upagamya. Having attained that oneness with that Purusha. Having attained or having realized that its nature is the same as that Purusha. Then Tathaiva Astam Gachanti. They all disappear. They all just disappear, that's all. Once, for in the case of a jnani, in the case of a realized person, all these kalas, they disappear. Then, vidyetesha asam namarupe kalanam pranadi akhya rupancha yatha swam. Okay. Vidyetecha asam. Asam means of these, of all these. Namarupe vidyete. Asam kalanam. Asam connected to kalanam. Asam kalanam of all these kalas. Namarupe vidyete. So that namarupa he is explaining. Pranadi akhya. Akhya means name. Akhya. So and so akhya. Pravarakhya we say. So a person called Pravara. Some other Narayana akhya kavihi we say. Some kavi named Narayana. Akhya means name. Pranadyakhya, that is the name, such as prana, etc. Nama rupe, he is explaining the thing, that's all. Nama rup, name is prana, etc. Then rupam cha swam, swam rupam, that swam has to be connected to rupam. Swam rupancha yatha, swam rupancha yatha, just as they are merged. So like that, swam rupancha. Then bhedecha namarupayoho yad anashtam tattvam purusha ityevam procyate brahmavidbhihi. So by this brahmavetta, who is a brahmavit is one who has realized Brahman. Brahmavidbhihi means by those who realized Brahman. So what do they say? Bhedecha namarupayoho, that is this nama and rupa, once they are ceased to exist. Bheda means here not breaking, bheda means nasha, nasham gate sati. Sati, not sati, satsu, sati, that we have to use the dvivachana there. And then bhedecha namarupayoho yad anashtam tattvam, whatever is remaining. Anashtam tattva means whatever is remaining, whatever has not disappeared. Nashi means adarshane. Nashi means adarshane, that is, nashta means something which has gone out of sight. So once they are gone, whatever is remaining, that is what is Purusha. Ityevam prochyate. So Brahmavit, all these knowers of Brahman, they say that when you negate all these kalas, whatever remains, what is the remaining pure thing? That pure consciousness alone remains. So that is the real thing. That is what they say, that Brahmavidbhi. Ya evam vidvan guruna pradarshita kala pralaya margaha sa yeshaha vidyaya pravilapitasu avidya kama karma janitasu pranadi kalasu akalaha avidya kuta nimitto hi mrutyuhu kala nimitto hi mrutyuhu tad apagame akalatvadeva amruto bhavati tad etasmin arthe yesha shlokaha. Okay. So evam vidvan, the one who knows, one who realizes this, realizes what? Guruna pradarshita kala pralaya margaha. That is somebody to whom this guru has shown him this kala pravilapa marga. So the guru has taught him the way of this resolution. So starting from the gross body, then you go back and back and back. So in fact all the Upanishads, for example Taittiriya Upanishad, that beautiful Laya Chintanam. Taittiriya Upanishad, it talks about the Pancha Kosha. Starting with this Annamaya Kosha, go back and back and back to Anandamaya Kosha, and then go beyond that Anandamaya Kosha and realize that thing. Then similarly Kathopanishad again says Yached Vang Manasi Prajnyaha. It goes on, and then Tad Yachet Shanta Atmani. It says that Shanta Atma. Shanta means something where everything else has been negated. Yached Vang Manasi Prajnyaha. Vak means all the Indriyas. Indriyas have to be resolved into mind, and mind has to go into the cosmic mind, and then that has to go back into Maya, and that has to go back into Shanta Atma. So Kathopanishad says in the same manner. So all Upanishads, they describe that Pravilapa Prakriya. So Guruna Pradarshita Kala Pralaya Margaha. Kala Pralaya. Pralaya is the same as Laya. Pra is only an Upasarga. Pralaya and Laya are one and the same. Guruna Pradarshita Margaha means to one to whom the destination has been shown by a teacher. This is also what is this? Bahurihi Samasa. A person to whom the path of resolution has been shown by the teacher. So that is the correct translation. Then Sayeshaha. Sayeshaha is the word from the mantra. Sayesho Kalo Amruto Bhavati. So that is the line. Sayeshaha, that particular line. Then Vidyaya Pravilapitasu Avidya Kama Karma Janitasu Pranadi Kalasu. So this Prana Adi Kalas, how are they born? Because of Avidya. Avidya, Kama, Karma. So these three things, they come in a phrase. Whenever Shankaracharya uses, he uses all the three. Avidya, Kama, Karma. Avidya, that is ignorance, is leading to kama, desire. A desire is leading to karma. And then karma phala. Avidya, kama, karma. These three are going, say, interdependent. So because of this wrong perception, there is what is called kama, desire. And because of desire, there is an action, karma. Avidya, kama, karma. So these kalas, they are born like that. Once those kalas are resolved, by how? Vidyaya pravilapitasu. Vidyaya pravilapitasu satsu. When these things are resolved back into Atman by Vidya, by proper knowledge, by proper awareness, then he becomes Akalaha. Then pravilapitasu Akalaha. Akalaha means he is without any kala, without any distinction. He is of the nature of pure awareness. Then there is a small parenthesis where he says, Avidya kruta kala nimittohi mrutyuh. Avidya kruta. So this mrutyu, what do you talk about mrutyu, mortality? Mortality is only because of this avidya kruta kalaha only. So these kalas, they are appearing and disappearing. And we are thinking that we are appearing and disappearing. Avidya kruta kalaha, this nama, rupa, etc., all these things are kalaha. These are all avidya krutaha. These things, they are appearing and disappearing. So avidya kruta nimittohi mrutyuh. This mrutyu is caused only by these kalas only, isn't it? Once those kalas are gone, then you are beyond that concept of death. A person is beyond the concept of death. That's what he is saying. Tad apagame, once that is gone, that avidya is gone, akalatvadeva amruto bhavati. Akalaha. So he is one, akalaha. There is absolutely no other kalas. So there is nothing which is born, which is taking birth and dying. So it is only when there is something which is taking birth and dying, and then you are identifying with that. So that identification with these kalas has gone. Pravilapa basically means disconnecting yourself from all those things. That is losing your identity. So rejecting your identity with them. So that is what is pravilapa. So bhavati tad etasmin arthe esha shlokaha. Tad esha shlokaha. Then next mantra. Let's read the mantra. Araivarathanabhau kala yasmin pratisthitaha tam vedyam purusham veda yatha mavo mrutyuh parivyatha iti. Not dha, parivyatha. Because vyatha. Vyatha. In Telugu also we say vyatha. The fellow is having a lot of vyatha. Vyatha means chinta, misery. So, araiva rathanabhav. This metaphor also we have seen several times. Say Mundakopanishad it has come, Kathopanishad it has come, all the Gita it has come. So we have seen this. Araiva rathanabhav. The nave of that nave, nave of that wheel. In that wheel, there is all these spokes. They are all very well arranged. So all these colors, they are so well arranged. They look as though they are so well arranged in this Brahman. Araiva rathanabhav kalaha yasmin pratisthitaha. All these things, pranadi kalaha, starting from prana down to name and form, all these things, they are there in that Brahman only. Then tam vedyam purusham veda. One who knows. Veda means janati. Here of course Veda says janiyat. One has to know. Shankaracharya is using that word. Janiyat. So that particular, that vedyam. Vedyam means that which has to be known. Vedyam. Like khadyam. Khadyam means that which has to be eaten. Like vedyam is something which has to be known. Tam vedyam purusham, that particular purusha, one has to know. Janiyat, one has to know. Then yatha, by that, yatha means in that, here it means in the sense by which, something like that. Yatha, ma vo mrutyuhu parivyatha. Ma vo, it is not Maoism. Ma vo, vo is vaha. Vaha means you in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Vaha mrutyuhu ma parivyatha. Mrutyuhu ma parivyatha. That is, mrutyu will not torment you. This mortality will not worry you. Mortality will not cause trouble to you. Vyatha, parivyatha. Ma O Mrutyuhu Parivyathaha. That is, Mrutyuhu Vaha means you, Ma Parivyathaha. So may it not say worry you, may it not trouble you. So that is iti. So let us see the bhashyam. Araha Rathachakra Parivara Iva.
Araha Rathachakra Parivara Iva.
Rathanabhau Rathachakrasya Nabhau
Rathachakrasya Nabhau
Yatha Praveshitaha
Yatha Praveshitaha
Tadashraya Bhavanti Yatha Tatha Ityarthaha.
Tadashraya Bhavanti Yatha Tatha Ityarthaha.
Kalaha Pranadyaha
Kalaha Pranadyaha
Yasmin Purushe Pratisthitaha
Yasmin Purushe Pratisthitaha
Utpatti Sthiti Laya Kaleshu
Utpatti Sthiti Laya Kaleshu
Tam Purusham
Tam Purusham
Kalanam Atmabhutam
Kalanam Atmabhutam
Vedyam Vedaniyam
Vedyam Vedaniyam
Purnatvat Purusham Purishayanadva
Purnatvat Purusham Purishayanadva
Veda Janiyat.
Veda Janiyat.
Okay. Ara iva. We know this thing. Ratha parivaraha iva. Parivara. Pari means samantat, all around. Parivara means all around, they are fixed. In that Ratha Nabhau. Nabhi is the same as navel. In English, navel and Nabhi, they are cognate words. Ratha Nabhau. Ratha Chakrasya Nabhau. Yatha Praveshitaha. Just as they are very well arranged. Then Tadashraya. Tadashraya means they are based on that only. The Rathanabhi is the substratum, let us say, in which all those things are there. Tatha, Yatha, Tatha. Just as they are, here also it is like that. Kalaha, Pranadyaha, this Kalaha, all these Prana, etc. Yasmin Purushe Pratisthitaha, the Purusha in which they are all well established. What is how? Utpatti Sthiti Laya Kaleshu, at the time of origin, at the time of existence, at the time of resolution. In all the three states, they are totally dependent on that, totally one with that, not separated from that, never separated from that. Utpatti Laya Kaleshu. Then Tam Purusham Kalanam Atmabhutam. So that Purusha is Kalanam Atmabhutaha. That is that what he is the self. Atmabhutaha means that Purusha is the very self of all these things. Without that, all these things are not there. Atmabhutam. Vedyam, Vedaniyam. He is the thing which is Vedya, that is Vedaniya. Then what is that Purusha? For that Purusha he is again explaining. We have seen this several times. Purnatvat Purushaha. That is, he is completing. He is the one who is completely filling up everything. Then Purishayanadva. That is, in each being it is there. In each being that same consciousness principle exists. Purishayanad. Puri means in the body. In all jivas, that is the body. Veda Janiyat. One has to know. Then Yatha He Shishyaha.
Yatha He Shishyaha.
Ma Vo Yushman.
Ma Vo Yushman.
Mrutyuhu Parivyathaha Ma Parivyathayatu.
Mrutyuhu Parivyathaha Ma Parivyathayatu.
Okay. Yatha. By this, in that sense, Yatha, not just as. Yatha means here, depending on this line. So that. So it means like that. So that, He Shishyaha, oh my dear students, Ma means in the negative, in the sense that let it not. Vaha means Yushman, may it not trouble you. Yushman, that is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Let it not trouble you. What? Mrutyuhu. Let Mrutyu not trouble you. Ma Parivyathaha, Ma Parivyathayatu. May it not worry you at all. Pari means samantat, isn't it? In any manner, from any direction. Pari is from all directions. Ma Parivyathaha means may it not trouble you in any direction, in any manner, in whatever manner. So that is it. Then Nached Vijñāyeta Purushaha.
Nached Vijñāyeta Purushaha.
Mrityu Nimittam Yatham Apannaha.
Mrityu Nimittam Yatham Apannaha.
Dukkhina Eva Yuyam Stha.
Dukkhina Eva Yuyam Stha.
Yuyam Stha. You are. Yuyam Stha means you are. Asti. Asi. Sthaha Stha. That is Asi. That is Madhyama Purusha Bahuvachanam. That is Nached Vijñāyeta. If that Purusha is not known, Nached Vijñāyeta Purushaha, if that Purusha is not known, Vijñāyeta, that is in Karmani Prayoga. If this Purusha is not known, Purushaha na Vijñāyeta chet. So that is it. Then Mrityu Nimittam Yatham Apannaha. what will be happen to you? You will be having that trouble. Mrityu nimittam vyatha. Oh, I am going to die, I am going to die. That sort of the fear of death, and then all this notion of death, all those things will be there. Mrityu nimittam vyatham apannaha dukkhina eva yuyam stha. You will always be worried. Not will be not in the future tense. You are, that is what it means. In the sense, you would be. You would always be dukkhinaha. Dukkhinaha means always miserable people. Miserable people, worried about death, worried about rebirth, worried about birth and rebirth, and you are never out of the cycle of that transmigration. Then ataha
अतः
tan ma bhut yushmakam ityabhiprayah.
तन् मा भूतु युष्माकम् इत्यभिप्रायः.
Yushmakam, to you. Tat ma bhut, may it not happen to you. May that situation, that bad situation may it not happen to you. So that is it. Then this is the last, one more mantra is there. Tan hovacha
तान् होवाच
etavadeva
एतावदेव
ahametat param brahma veda
अहम् एतत् परं ब्रह्म वेद
natah paramasti iti.
नातः परमस्ति इति.
So he says, Tan ha uvacha. So Pippalada told them, Tan to them, ha uvacha. It seems he said like this, what? Etavadeva. Only this much. Aham etat param brahma veda. I know this parabrahma only as this much. It does not mean I know only this much, you can go to some other teacher. Not like that. Etavadeva ham param brahma veda ante means this param brahma is only this much. That is what I know. Param brahma is only this much. Etavadeva param brahma aham veda. This I know. Na atah paramasti. He is also clarifying. So that let there not be any doubt that there is something more to be known. Na atah paramasti. Beyond this there is nothing else. So see the bhashyam. Tan eva manushishya shishyan tan hovacha pippaladah kila
तान् होवाच पिप्पलादः किल
etavadeva vedyam param brahma
एतावदेव वेद्यं परं ब्रह्म
veda vijanami aham etat
वेद विजानामि अहम् एतत्.
na ataha asmat param asti
न अतः अस्मात् परम् अस्ति
prakrushtatam veditavyam
प्रकृष्टतरं वेदितव्यम्
ityeva muktavan
इत्येवम् उक्तवान्
shishyanam
शिष्याणाम्
avidita shesha astitva shanka nivruttaye astitva ashanka nivruttaye.
अविदितशेषा अस्तित्व आशङ्का निवृत्तये.
Yeah, it is in one phrase. Abhidita sheshastitva shanka nivruttaye. So I just broke it. Krutartha buddhi jananartham cha.
कृतार्थबुद्धिजननार्थं.
So that is what, as I said, I know only this much, you go to some other teacher, let that doubt not be there. So he said, etavadeva, atah param nasti. So that is what he says. Tan evam anushishya, shishyan, tan shishyan evam anushishya. Having taught the students like that, in that manner, Tan hovacha Pippalada kila. It seems the Pippalada told like this. Kila, kila means it seems. Then, etavadeva vedyam param brahma. This supreme Brahma, etavadeva param. Only this much. Beyond this, there is nothing. Then, Veda aham vijanami aham etat. This I know. Then, na ataha asmat param asti. Ataha means asmat. Ataha param means asmat param nasti. Beyond this, there is nothing. So, in fact, we also see in that Gita, yadnyatva neha bhuyo anyat jnatavyam avashishyate. Yadnyatva na iha bhuyaha anyat jnatavyam avashishyate. Beyond this, there is nothing else. Once we have known this thing, yet again in the other Upanishads also we see, what is this? Beyond this, there is nothing. Yena vijnanena sarvam vijnanam bhavati. Yad vijnanena sarvamidam vijnatam bhavati. Like that. So, prakrushtatar, na anyat paramasti prakrushtaram veditavyam. Beyond this, there is nothing which is better than this prakrushtaram, which is better than this, which is greater than this. Not better than this, greater than this, which is greater than this. Ityevam uktavan, ityevam uktavan. So, that is what he said. Then he says, why did he say that? Shishyanam ashanka nivruttaye. There may be a doubt. Ashanka means a doubt. A doubt nivruttaye means what? In order to remove any type of doubt. What? Abhidita shesha astitva ashanka. Abhidita means something which is not known. Shesha means something which is remaining. Astitva, Shesha, Astitva, the existence of something which is still unknown to us. Existence of something which is still unknown to us. To remove that, in order to remove that Shanka, so he very clearly said, beyond this there is nothing. So Nivruttaye, and also Krutartha Buddhi Jananartham cha. And also they have to realize that we are now Krutarthaha. That is, Krutam Artham Yena Sa Krutarthaha. That is, Artham Yasya, some also we can say. That is, I seek something. Artham means something which I seek. Artha is something which I seek, isn't it? Krutam Artham. That is some that has been fulfilled. Whatever I have been seeking, it has been fulfilled. So I am now Krutartha. So that is the sense. So Krutartha Buddhi Jananartham. That Krutartha Buddhi has to come to them. So in order to assure them that yes, now we have learnt what all need to be learnt. So that is what he said. Then what did the Shishyas do then? At next mantra. Te tam archayantaha tvam hinah pita yo asmakam avidyaya paramparam tarayasiti. Namah parama rushibhyo namah parama rushibhyah iti prashnopanishad samapta. Okay. Te tam archayantaha uchuhu. That is, te tam archayantaha. Those, te means all those shishyaha. Tam archayantaha. They started worshipping. Archayantaha. Avadan. Archayantaha avadan. While doing puja, they told like this. What did he say? Archayantaha. Tvam hinah pita. Oh, you are our pita. In fact, in our tradition, we treat Guru as pita. There is a shloka also which says Janmadata, Bhayatrata, something like that. There it says Janmadata, person who has given you Janma. Bhayatrata, one who has protected you from fear. Here, this fear of death, isn't it? That is the greatest fear. So this man has protected you from this fear. So there one or two more things are there. So they are on par with parent, on par with father. They should be respected like father. So here he is going to say, you are a greater father than the regular father. The regular father has only given us Janma. Now you have given us Vimukti. Father has, no doubt, he is a great man. Father, no doubt, he has to be worshipped. But you are equally great or greater because you have removed, you have emancipated us, you have liberated us from all the fears. So that is what they say. Tvam hinah pita. Naha means of us, ours. Menau naha, that is Shashti, Bahuvachanam. Then yaha asmakam avidyaya param tarayasi. You are the person, you are leading us beyond that avidya, beyond that ocean of avidya. Beyond the ocean of avidya, you are making us cross over that ocean of avidya. Then namah parama rishibhyah, to all those great rishis, namaha. Then namah parama rishibhyah, repetition is to indicate that the Upanishad has come to an end. We will see the bhashyam. Tataste shishyaha guruna anushishtaha tam gurum कृतार्थाः सन्तः विद्या निष्क्रियम् अपश्यन्तः किं कृतवन्तः इत्युच्यते. So they ततः thereafter ते शिष्याः, those students, guruna anushishtaः, who have been taught by the teacher, guruna anushishtaः, those who have been taught by the teacher, then tam gurum, to that guru, what did they say? Krutarthas santaha. Now they have also realized that Krutartha buddhi has come to them. Krutarthas santaha, having realized that they are Krutarthaha. Then vidya nishkriyam apashyantaha. There is no remuneration, there is no reward or something in return which they can give apart from doing him worship, apart from respecting him. Apart from that, there is nothing more. Nishkriyam is actually pratiphalam. Suppose you get some. Nishkriya is a term from business, say commerce, something like that. Nishkriya is a rather technical word used in trade. Nishkriya means you give me something and I have to give you something back. Something like a barter, exchange. Something like a barter or exchange. That is the meaning of Nishkriyam. Suppose somebody holds somebody to ransom. You have to give some ransom. So that is nishkriyam. So suppose you buy something, you have to give something to them in a barter system. So that is exchange. Vidya nishkriyam apashyantaha. There is nothing which they can give to him. So that is what it is. There is nothing which they can give to him. Nishkriyam apashyantaha, that pratiphalam. There is nothing to be given. Then kim kutavantaha, what did they do? Ityuchyate. Archayantaha, pujayantaha. That is, did we read this? Archayantaha, pujayantaha.
Archayantaha, pujayantaha.
Padayoh pushpanjali prakiranena.
Padayoh pushpanjali prakiranena.
Pranipatena cha shirasa.
Pranipatena cha shirasa.
Kim uchuhu ityaha.
Kim uchuhu ityaha.
So they fell on his feet. Archayantaha, pujayantaha, they worshipped him in the sense that they padayoh pushpanjali prakaranena, they put some flowers at his feet. Then pranipatena cha shirasa, they also did this shirah pranipata, etc. Then kim uchuhu, what did they say? Tvam hinaha asmakam pita. Let us read. Tvam hinaha asmakam pita. Brahma sharirasya vidyaya janayitrutvat.
Brahma sharirasya vidyaya janayitrutvat.
Nityasya ajarasya amarasya abhayasya.
Nityasya ajarasya amarasya.
Ajaramarasya abhayasya. Okay.
Nityasya ajaramarasya abhayasya.
Okay. So this you have given us a new sharira. Brahma sharirasya. Brahma sharirasya. That is, this is the Brahma sharira. That means I am no longer this body-mind complex, but I am Brahma. That Brahma sharira. So Brahma sharirasya janayitrutvat, because you have created this Brahma sharira in me. Brahma janayitrutvat. What type of Brahma sharira? Nityasya, ajaramarasya, abhayasya. This is Nityam, Ajaramaram and Abhayam. Nityam means something which is eternal. Ajaramaram, which has no old age or death. Then Abhaya, which is beyond the pale of fear, beyond that realm of fear. So when it is Amara, then there is absolutely no fear. So of that body, you have created by what? Vidyaya. Vidyaya. By Vidya. By this, say, knowledge, you have made us from ordinary people into Brahma Sharira. From ordinary body, it has been transformed into Brahma Sharira. So Brahma Sharirasya Janayitrutvat. You are the Janayita. Janayita means creator. Janayita, one who is a creator, that's all. Janayita, one who produces. That is it. Jana means generate. Jana is generate, same thing. Janayitru is the word. Janayita is father. Janayita is Pumlinga. Janayitri means Strilinga, that's all. Janayitru is the ordinary word. Janayitrutvad, because you are the Janayita. Then, yes tvameva asmakam avidyayaha viparita jnanat janma jara marana roga dukkhadi grahat avidya mahodadhehe vidyaplavena param apunaravritti lakshanam mokshakyam apunaravritti lakshanam mokshakyam mahodadhehi iva param tarayasi asman ityatah pitrutvam tava asman prati upapannam itarasmat. Okay. So yes tvameva, you who have done so. Yaha tvameva, you who have done so. What he is explaining? Yes tvameva asmakam, to us, avidyayaha param tarayasi. That is, you are actually making us cross the ocean of that avidya. What is that ocean? What is that avidya? Viparita jnanat janma jara marana roga dukkhadi grahat. That is viparita jnana. Ajnana is not total ignorance, but viparita jnana, contrary knowledge. You are not seeing as Brahma, seeing Brahman as Brahman, but you are seeing Brahman as the world. So that is the point. So viparita jnanat janma jara marana roga dukkhadi grahat. Graha means a crocodile. You just enter into the water, crocodile catches you. Graha. Nakragraha grasanani graha vigrahasya. That is what is that? Lakshmi Nrsimha Stotram. So like that, graha means something which grabs Graha, same thing as grab, grabhnati. Then viparita jnanat, janma, that is birth, jara, old age, marana, death, roga means disease, dukkha means misery. All these things, they are like crocodiles. Janma is a crocodile, jara, old age is a crocodile, mrityu is a crocodile, then again roga, disease is a crocodile. All these crocodiles are grabbing us, all these crocodiles are pulling us. So that is that avidya mahodadhi. Then that ocean of avidya, in that ocean of ignorance, all these things are there. So you have made us cross that thing. That is the thing. How? Vidya plavena. Plava means float, that is a float. A boat, let us say. Plava and fly, that is plava and that floating. They are again cognate. So then, Vidya plavena, by that boat called Vidya, then param, param, that is mokshakhyam, towards that param, towards that other end, which is what? Param. Apunaravriti lakshanam mokshakhyam. That is that supreme one. What is that? From where there is no return. Apunaravriti means there is absolutely no return from that. Once you have realized that, you are in that position. So realization means you have realized that and then you are in that position. That is moksha, mokshakhyam. Then how? Mahodadhehe iva, as though from a maha udadhi, as though from a huge say ocean, you have made us cross over that. Tarayasi asman ityataha. Therefore, pitrutvam tava asman prati, your pitrutvam, the fact that you are our father to us, that is all the more justified. Upapannam, tasmad prati, upapannam is there?
Yes.
Yeah, asmat prati upapannam, yeah. It is very much justified. Itarasmat, in fact, more than the other father. Itarasmat pituhu. Itarasmat pituhu. Tava pitrutvam upapannataram. So it is like that. Your parenthood is more justified than the parenthood of the regular father, than the regular father, biological father, let us say. So there is a biological father, there is another father. So then itaropi hi pita shariramatram janayati tathapi sa prapujyatamo loke kimu vaktavyam atyantika abhayadatuhu ityabhiprayah. Itaropi hi pita, even the other person is a pita, that is the biological parent, is very much a parent. You can't discard him. Sharira matram janayati. Of course, he produces this sharira matram. He produces only this body. Then tathapi sa pujyatamo loke. Even then, he is to be highly respected and highly worshipped. Prapujyatamaha, that is one who deserves that great respect. Pujyaha means one who deserves respect. Pujyataraha, pujyatamaha, to be highly respected. Then kimu vaktavyam, what to talk of? Kimu vaktavyam means kaimutika nyayam, it is called. What to talk of? Atyantika bhaya dhatuhu. Atyantika abhaya dhatuhu ityabhiprayah. So you what to talk of someone who has delivered from this fear at all, totally, atyantika, totally, completely a person who has delivered from this say bondage of fear. So one who has delivered us totally from fear. So that is atyantika, means total, complete, atyantika, abhaya data. So he is the one who has atyantika abhaya data, he is the one who has delivered totally and then who has given abhaya completely, who is the abhaya data. That is, he has given us abhayam completely. Then last line is Namah Paramarishubhyo Brahmavidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyaha Namah Paramarishubhya iti Dvirvachanam Adarartham.
Namah Paramarishubhya iti
Dvirvachanam
Adarartham.
Okay. Iti Srimad Paramahamsa Parivrajakaacharya Srimad Govinda Bhagavat Pujyapad Shishya Srimad Shankara Bhagavat Kutam Prashnoparishad Bhashyam Samaptam. Okay, now he says Namah Paramarishibhyaha. Now we bow to all these great rishis. Who are these rishis and why are we bowing? That is, they are the Brahmavidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyaha. They are the people who have established this Brahmavidya Sampradaya. Sampradhanam, we know this word. Sampradhanam is sam plus da plus sam plus pra plus da. Sam is samyak very well. Pra means again very well, prakashena. Da, to die, dudai is dane. That is very well preserved this system of transferring from father to son, father to son, or from teacher to student and teacher to student. And these people have very well, very effectively transferred this knowledge from teacher to student. In that manner they have preserved for generations and generations. So to all those teachers, Namah Parama Rushibhyaha, to all of them we bow. So that is, respect all our gurus in this manner. So now we end this, we have come to the end of this say Upanishad. In the next class we will do the summary of it. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.